Happy New Year, everybody, and have a fantastic 2020.
So just out of the shower, Happy New Year and a happy 2020 to everybody. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. I was going to change my monthly videos when I'm gibbering on. So I thought, since I'm getting quite a few questions via emails, messages, etc, etc, I thought I'd just answer the questions, if I can, in these monthly videos. So of course we're on January 2020, so here goes. So Jackie asks, where do I get my sticky tin foil, the tin foil tape, to make my seams? Well, I just get that tape from eBay. Most materials I get from moulding supplies I get from MB Fiberglass, which is a company based in Northern Ireland, which caters for the UK and probably Europe, and they might, I'm not sure if they post outside of Europe or not, but probably. So that's the company I use, MBFG. But as regards to tin foil, making my seams, I will probably use a different method and try out a method that seems most used. Gris, Mr. Concrete Artisan, uses the method with using paper and sort of ordinary tape, or green tape I think he uses, but I shall look into that a little bit more. I shall probably use that method for making bigger moulds which need bigger seams, so I might just stick to the tin foil on the smaller moulds. So also Kriti asks about the longevity of silicone moulds, and she wants to make a mould of a hand that she's casted up, or hands that she's casted up using alginate and then making a plastic cast with that, but she wants to make replicas from that hand cast. Now then, I've heard, and it's been said to me, that you probably get at least 100 replicas out of each mould. Silicone and latex I think, but don't quote me on this. I think if you look after them you could probably get maybe up to 200 casts, which is what I've heard. But most of the moulds here, I've not even reached 100 casts out of one mould. Probably the most amount of casts that I've got out of a mould here is probably 50, and that mould is still great and still has its detail. Every mould I've made since mould making properly, or taking it a bit more seriously, which was probably about 4 or 5 years ago, every single mould I've made at the start of then is still in tip-top order and there's no detail lost. In fact, I did make some latex moulds over 10 years ago, which was moulds of, I made some candles, and there might be some floating around here, and the detail still holds really well on those moulds as well. I probably made 40 candle holder casts out of the mould that I have here, but I have a couple of moulds that I've made quite a few out of and they're still holding up fine. But like I said, I haven't reached that 100 cast mark yet. So like I say, in these update videos, I'll probably change the name to update, just, I don't know, questions and answers, Q&A for each month. I thought it's probably best maybe if people are asking questions where nobody else can see the answers, then I can just answer the question here and it's on video and job done, and everybody can hear the question and hear the answer if I've got any answers. Some of it I'll tell you if it's guesswork, and I will tell you if I know the answer 100%. So anyway, Happy New Year and have a great 2020. Over and out for now. See you later.